Hello everyone and welcome to this new edition of the Meet the Expert vlog. My name is Bart van Dartel and I'm the Circular Economy Lead at Vanderlande. Today we're diving into a topic that is central in our circular ambitions, reverse logistics. We will talk to Edwin Verwaaijen, our program leader for circular supply chain, to explore what reverse logistics really means in practice.
Hey Bart, good morning.
Hey Edwin, good morning.
Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping that you would be able to give us a tour here at to show us what we are doing here at Reverse Logistics.
Yes, of course. I'll show you around.
Yeah. So we are now at the heart of the logistics operation.
Yes, exactly. We started Reverse Logistics about 12 years ago in a different department. Then belongs still to physical distribution. But we grew it to a bit more mature organization, and this is now a key hub within the supply chain center.
And when we say reverse, we mean materials that flow back into our system.
Exactly. So materials come back from our projects, from our internal supply chain stock keeping units, for example spare parts, but could also be our EDC or manufacturing.
So that really supports a circular supply chain and ensures that we are able to reduce waste and retain value.
Correct.
From the outside it looks like a regular warehouse.
Yeah, indeed, it looks like a regular warehouse. This is a facility of 3,400 square meters, where we are working with a group of dedicated specialists to make sure that we can reuse, repair, dismantle, or in the end sell our goods externally.
So this is where our sustainable strategy becomes really tangible. By smart operations we can reduce our emissions and reduce the materials that we use.
That's correct, circularity in practice.
So let's follow the journey of a returned item.
Yes, let's do that. So actually it starts on site where project members identify the goods that are not installed. So they count the goods, make sure that they are registered and ship them to Reverse Logistics.
And once they arrive here?
Well, then they're unloaded in that area where the unloading area is. They need to be counted and put into our warehouse management system.
Oh, and when the items arrive here?
Yeah, then they need to go to the next step of our process. Let's walk over there, where we make sure that we check the quality of the goods. We analyze if the products can be used for internal purpose, and make sure that we book the goods in our warehouse management system. We want to have a full transparent process. The warehouse management system helps us to analyze, identify, categorize the goods to make sure that they can put in the correct stock positions internally or outside our supply chain.
So every item is analyzed and not just stored and forgotten?
Yes, and based on historical data, we connect these items to open demand for new projects.
And what happens if there is no open demand for new projects?
Yeah, that's interesting. That depends on the value of the components or of the assemblies actually. So for example, this is a part that we used in the prototype. It cannot be used anymore, so we determine based on the judgment tool if the components that are in the product can be reused again.
So that means that, like for instance, the motor can be reused in new projects?
Yeah, that's what happens then.
That's a great example of how business decisions can really lead to impact. So once the items are processed, what's next?
Yeah, that depends on the size and the weight and the quantity of the item. For example, here we have a smaller item that's stored in our tray system. For bigger items we use, of course, pallet racking or storage locations on the floor. After that step we prepare our internal goods flow, so the orders for our internal customers. If that's not the case, we prepare our sales channels.
That means our suppliers, resellers and traders.
Exactly. It's a closed loop, but with flexibility.
That brings us to the business side of things. What's the return for all this effort?
That's a great question. Let's meet Antía. He can really explain that much better.
Okay.
Hey, good morning, Antía.
Good morning.
Bob was just asking the business case from Reverse Logistics. What's your insight?
So yes, I am a sustainability lead in warehousing and I want to know the commercial perspective for our customers. So what would you like to know?
Well, we just showed the whole process from inbound to outbound, but what is now the real value from a customer and a business perspective?
Good that you ask, because first I think it's about reducing costs. If we can use parts that were not used before, We don't have to buy them new. And secondly, it's about reducing lead times. Imagine having a lot of parts readily available. That creates a big impact for project planning.
Yes, and don't forget about the refund. So projects get a fair percentage of the product cost price.
Yes, and that creates a commercial incentive for projects to handle parts responsibly at the end of the project. And from a customer perspective, it's very powerful because we help them achieve their sustainability goals by reducing waste and emissions in their supply chain.
Indeed.
So it's not just green, it's smart business.
Exactly. It's circularity that works for us and for our customers.
And the feedback loop helps us improve. Less leftovers and better material forecasting.
Yeah.
So this is really the missing link between sustainability and performance.
You said it.
It is clear that reverse logistics is not just a sustainability initiative, but it's a strategic advantage.
So these items are heading back to our distribution center to be reused again.
So it's a great example of circularity in practice, which shows environmental, operational and commercial value. So Edwin, thank you for the tour.
Yeah, you're welcome. We will, with our reverse logistics team, continue to play a big role on sustainability for Vanderlande and for our customers, of course.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye bye.
I hope you found our experts' contributions as insightful as I did. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And stay tuned for our next Meet the Expert vlog.